So I'm just trying to figure out what I called it. I think I called it program of study.txt. We'll throw file not found exception. File not found exception. We'll import it too. So right there, java.io. Might just need that whole thing. So we'll just do dot star and like that. We might just need to throw exception here. Just in case. So we'll try that, and if not, we'll have to switch the slashes to those ones. I think it's this one. And then we'll just print out our POS. So we're going to print our object data using a toString. So let's just try that and see if it works. So it did work. So again, see the previous video, but we saved these classes last time. And I think now we're going to just print the ones with A or A minus. So we just have A pluses, we can change it to, we can just do it that way. We're going to use an iterator. Actually, we're going to be using a for each loop, and a for each loop uses an iterator, I believe, behind the scenes, except that it's not accessible, so we can use the remove method. So we'll try that. So we'll system.out.println again. We'll say classes with grades of A or A minus. Let's just say A plus. Then a new line. Whoops, spelled it wrong. It's fine. And then we'll just use a for each loop now here. So we'll say for course object named course. Yeah, course object named course in our POS object, or is equal to POS object. I think in works better. So it's going to iterate through each element. It's kind of a trick. It's not really saying that. It's just going to basically iterate through every object, and on every iteration it's going to do something. You can step through it with the debugger as we did before. We'll call if course.getGrade dot equals A or course dot get grade dot equals course dot get grade dot equals A plus. Then we'll system.out.println course like that. So for course object, course in our POS object here. So it's basically, if you're retrieving the objects in a POS object, you have to make sure the type is the same. So POS, wherever we stored the data, must have been in our old main. When we instantiated the objects and we sent them to this text file, now we're calling them back. When we instantiated them, they're all course objects. So now we're retrieving the course objects by creating a object reference variable here. And we're saying in, so course object course basically is equal to POS. That's why I think of this as an equal sign. Just think of it like an object reference. We're retrieving everything, we're going to step through it. It's hard to see it, so that's why you should use a debugger to see it. We'll probably do that here. So if the course that it's currently iterating on equals, so this is the equals method, it compares objects. So equal to the string A, or if the course.getGrade equals to the string A plus, then print it. If not, don't print it. So we should see 4 of them get printed. So we're gonna run it. Hopefully it works. Yeah, so 4 of them are printed. So if we change this to F, then we'll see only 1 of them will get printed, or no. Yeah, only 1 of them got printed because we changed it to F. If we change it to B, then we'll see A. So A or B. So there's only A. Sorry, the string still says that. So just change it to there. So the only ones with A or B are just this one. There's no B. So yeah, that's all. There's one more part actually. So we're gonna erase all this, delete it. Actually, maybe not all of it. So we're gonna keep our load and our print. Our first print. We'll delete all that. Then we'll say system.out.print. What was that all the way over there? System.out.print line. Removing courses with no grades. Whoops. With no grades. So I think one of them had no grades, mobile 1. So we can do a few things here. So you're gonna have to know this, is we're gonna have to create an iterator object reference variable. You might have to do that a few times if you're taking Java data structures. You're going to have to do this. So create an iterator object reference variable of type course object. It might be of generic type T if you're using it in a method. just call it ITR points to pos.iterator, because our POS is a type program study. In our POS object, we just have our list. Did we create an iterator method? We did. Just returns list.iterator. POS.iterator. I think that's a built-in method because it's a lowercase I. So it's just calling the built-in method on POS. So POS, that means is iterable. Program of study is iterable because we've probably imported the iterator class. Do we import it here? Yeah, we imported the whole thing, but we could change this to .iterator. So now this main, we can iterate through stuff, and here we could change this to .iterator as well. See, if we remove it, it's gonna say we don't have the iterator thing anymore. Or the iterator capabilities. So if we import java.util.iterator, we're going to need list too. So we will have to import it as well, but just to show you that iterator is allowed because we're importing it. But that's why, it's because it's iterable because we're importing iterator, and also our list just has a list in it, a built-in list, linked list, which is also iterable, which means you can iterate through it. Anything else? I think that's it. So we're just saying iterate through it, it's iterable. That's all you really have to know. It's either going to work or it's not going to work, so just try it. If iterator.hasNext, so we've seen hasNext before, maybe with a scanner. Because I think the scanner class is iterable as well. I think so. You can use hasNext on it. So while iter.hasNext, then we'll create another course reference variable here. Course points to iter.next. So we're just creating another object reference variable and saying, okay, store the next iteration that iter is holding. Because if iter has something, then take that something and save it in this course object here. That's all it's saying. Then here we're just checking if we've already taken the course, or if we haven't taken the course. So if course is not taken, so we have a taken method, I guess. Replace, find, add. Do we? Place. Do we not have a taken method? Course, maybe course. Course. Prefix, get title, grade. Taken, yeah, so if grade returns true if grade does not equal just empty. So nothing, I guess. So returns true if grade does not equal nothing, with just represented as empty quotes like this. So returns true if grade does not equal empty quotes. So returns true if grade does not equal empty quotes. So if course is not taken, so this returns true. So it returns true if it doesn't equal empty quotes. So we're saying if it's not that, then we're asking if it's not taken. Because taken returns true if we've taken the course. Where are we? So taken returns true if we have not, if it does not equal empty quotes, right? Which means we have something stored for that object. That means we have taken it. So here we're asking if the opposite of that, the opposite, that just means the opposite, right? Not the opposite of this. So if it's taken, that means it does not equal empty quotes. So if it's not taken, then that means it's going to be the opposite of empty quotes, which means it's going to have something, whoops, it's going to have something in that object, which means that we have taken it. So it's a little confusing. So that's just an example of the not operator. It just, if it's true, then it's false. If it's false, then it's true. It's a unary operator. It just means not. And they have to put it back here. Sometimes you may put it here and you'll get an error, so just try moving it around if you're using it. So if course is not taken, then call itr.remove. So we're going to remove the course. Then we're going to print out. So system.out.println. Sorry, my cat was on the desk. So system.out.println POS. System.out.print. So we're going to print our POS object again, and then we're going to save the object again. Do we have to use a file path again? I think so. So we'll just create a new one. Or can we just save it in our old file? So we'll just copy this. We'll run it. We might have to create a new one. Okay, so then we might have to use file output again. So let's see. I think we used a file. Do I have that code here? No, I've deleted it. Let's see. So we're going to save it. We replaced it before. Find. We're gonna need to save in our save method. Let's check our save method. Replace, save. Okay, here we go. File, file name. That's what we did. So what's wrong with that then? Load. Did it not print anything? Whoops, I said save. Yeah, that's fine. Save it. Should work. Well, iter.has next, removing no courses with no grade, so we should have just removed one of them. So let's just print it. See if that works. Okay, so it's something up here then. Did I have a mistake here? Load. So program of study POS equals program of study dot load. We loaded it. We loaded it the first time, so it should have worked. Print it out. Then removing courses with no grades. Iterator of type course. ITR points to POS.iterator. Do we not import iterator somewhere? Iterator. No, we don't need it there. Iterator of type course object ITR points to POS.iterator while iter.has next. Course points to iter.next. If course is not taken, iter.remove. Oh, we forgot a bracket here. Okay, I think that's why. System dot how many brackets we have, our while loop. Then we should have 2 brackets. Try that. It didn't even tell me that, it just said. Okay, so it did work. So we removed the course with the one that didn't have any grades, which was this one, comp 2161 mobile 1. And it printed out the rest, and then we're going to try to save it again as a new file. We can just say program of study grades removed, or no, removed. I'll just say removed, like that. Should be fine. PO, what's wrong with this? Okay, we're under the bracket, so we'll put that here. So you won't see it on, I won't be able to show you because I just have a game recorder, but just check your desktop and the file should be there. So I'll see you guys next time. Take care.